Hey guys, it's FifaRalle here and welcome to the 7th video in the Road to the World Cup series, and this time around we are covering Chile, which is one of the teams I think might be able to give Spain and the Netherlands a bit of trouble in the group stages. But let's get into the squad. On goal we do have Bravo. He played 78 games for the national team and he is the captain as well. But ultimate team wise, I would say do not buy him. He's a terrible keeper on the game in my opinion. He made many flukes for me, and yeah, I would definitely not recommend him on Ultimate Team. Moving on to the first center back, we do have Gonzalez. He is getting quite old, but he got some decent defending stats. However, he is quite slow. And the same thing goes for Andia. He's not the fastest center back. However, he's very big and strong, got good heading stats on him. And I would recommend him in maybe a forward the back formation with some fast players around him. And then finally we have Rojas for the third center back. He is the fastest one. He got some decent stats all around, but yeah, the weak side of the squad is definitely the 3-back defense, and I think a forward the back would probably have been a whole lot better, but I wanted to have a few more central players instead of defenders into the squad. So we have Vidal on the center defensive mid, and his inform is ridiculous. All 80 plus stats apart from heading. Very good shot on him, and overall a very fun player to use. Then we got Medel, and he played a bunch of games for the national team, and I believe he actually plays a center back for the Chile national team, and I used him on the center defensive mid to get the full chemistry out of him. And yeah, good defending, good pace, and all on solid stats, all just close to the 70s, and yeah, very solid player to use on the center defensive mid spot. On the left mid we do have Gonzalez, and he played 48 games for the national team, 90 pace, he got 4-star skills, and he's a good player to use out on the wing. On the right mid we do have Isla. He's a little bit more defensive compared to Gonzalez. He got high work rates and only 3-star skills, but quite good defending and passing and solid stats on him. And he's an overall solid player to use defending wise in a 3-5-2. Now on the center attacking mid we do have Valdivia, and he was a really fun player to play with. 55 games for the national team, 5-star skills on him. The only downside is I wished he had a better shot on him. That is kind of the letdown. You can't really take many shots with him from the center attacking mid spot. But moving on to the strikers, first up we got Vargas, and alongside him we do have Sanchez, and both of them are really quick. They got 4-star skills. Sanchez got somewhat of a better shot compared to Vargas. And then the downside to both of them is that they're not the strongest. They can get pushed off the ball by strong center backs, which sometimes was a bit of a problem, but they were really quick and could pull off some skill moves, which of course was quite fun. We do have 2 center backs there, again not the fastest. Pizarro, getting quite old, but used him on the center defensive mid spot, but mainly it was Diaz I used because he's one of the key players for Chile, and I didn't have him in the starting 11 because the 3-back was so weak, and I went with Medel instead. But I think at the World Cup, Diaz will be in the starting 11, and Medel will be playing on a center-back spot. But we have 2 4-star skillers in Menendez and Orellana, and then we have Fernandez, also a 4-star skiller, which should have 5-star skills on Ultimate Team in my opinion. Very fun player to play with, good free kicks on him as well. And finally we do have Suazo as a striker there, 75 pace, 81 shooting, he got good strength on him. I wish he had 4-star skills because it would have made him an amazing striker, but the 3-star skills is a little bit of a letdown in my opinion, and that's why I used Vargas and Sanchez above him. But let's get into the gameplay. There's not as many clips as usual in this video because, well, the squad was not the best to play with if you want to win, because yeah, playing the 3-back with the squad was not the best, especially against people just spamming over the top through balls. The defense was not very fast, and you had a bad keeper who didn't really save many shots. And I lost a bunch of games playing with this squad compared to the other teams I've been playing with in the series so far. I think playing a 4 at the back would probably have made this team a whole lot better. So if you're looking to maybe build this or something similar, go with a 4 at the back instead. That is my recommendation. And yeah, midfield and attack is really strong for Chile. I'd say you got some really solid midfielders in Diaz and Vidal, Valdivia, and you have quick left mids and right mids, and then you have a quite solid strike force as well. So there's a lot of good options in the midfield and in the attack, and they were definitely fun to play with. And you have one of the shots from distance with the informed Suazo there, and then we move on to Vargas, which Just as Sanchez was very quick on his feet, could go past opponents, and good dribbling with the 4-star skills as well. Here gets a nice little goal. And as you probably can guess, I actually did skip one player in the midfield before I moved on to the strikers, and that was Valdivia. He will have the final clip in this video because I kind of wanted, because I didn't have as many goals as usual, I wanted to end it off on a really good goal, so that you'll have to wait a little bit for to see. But here we have the final goal of Vargas before we move on to the informed Sanchez. Here's Valdivia, he panics the defender, Sanchez picks it up and goes in between the two defenders to get a little goal for himself there. And Sanchez was definitely a very good player, probably the best one in the squad in my opinion. A nice little cheeky backheel goal there after going past the keeper, and that was a nice little goal. But the best goal I scored with this squad was with Valdivia, which is saved for the end. A lovely little skill combo here, completely outplaying 3 defenders before he puts it into the back of the net. And I wanted to get more goals with Valdivia, but as I said, his shooting is not the best, and he missed so many opportunities after I've gone on a good skill run because his shooting isn't the best. But this is pretty much where this 7th episode of the Road to the World Cup series is coming to an end. The next team we'll be covering is Australia, and that is going to be a bit of a challenge to get cool goals with them, but I'll try and do my best and we'll see how it goes. I'll most likely have it out next week, and that is pretty much all, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another Let's FIFA 14 episode, and that's all. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later.